Obviously, the score line was great. We were happy about that today. Being able to build a one-goal lead and score three in the second half was good. We felt in the first half that we were getting inches away from getting some combinations and connections to get in behind them. They're the kind of team that's very good offensively, but sometimes there's some openings in the back that we can take advantage of. Very happy with our character, what we displayed in the second half. And I'm overall just pleased with the performance.
Do you look at this as a statement game at all?
It's just basically for ourselves. It's a statement for ourselves. It's us knowing that, hey, here's what we can do. Here's the commitment that we have. This is the potential that we can achieve. And this is what we can do as we continue to move forward. So it's about ourselves. It's about ourselves getting confidence in our ability to be able to take on big challenges, big games. We have another one on Wednesday, and respond well to those challenges.
Talk about what you guys were able to do defensively. It looked like you guys were closing them out maybe better than they've been.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was a lot of hard work and people covered for each other. I thought at times they created some stuff because, Robbie Keane or Landon Donovan were dropping off the front line and finding those little windows, and they were getting balls played in behind our midfield, and that gave them a chance to go after us. But when they did get in those positions, I thought our recovery was good. I thought the guys fought back and helped each other out and got across. I think we blocked some shots. Schmid came up when he needed to. On the crosses and things. So, I was pleased, with that. But that was really a team effort and just defending well as a team and covering for each other.
Sigi, what about finishing? Obviously, when you were forced hits, things are being done right on the last third of the field. Can you talk about that?
Well, it was good. I mean, the first goal was actually very reminiscent of the first goal we scored against them earlier in the season. The Rosales cross to Eddie Johnson. And and then Montero's second goal, was not as similar as in that first game because it was a lot closer in, but it was a great reaction, a great shot. I think our combination play, we talked about it at halftime, being a little more patient, with our passes in that final third, that we could combine, and we could do that. So I thought we did a better job of that. I thought the fourth goal was, obviously a good combination, good ball by Birch across to Rose. Alex Kasky was alert and took advantage of a situation, that was there for him. It was good work before, and their goalkeeper made a good save on Eddie, and then the ball pops free, and Alex takes advantage of it and puts it in the back of the net. So I think we were around the goal. We had opportunities where Saunders had to be really alert off his line. I think he ended up coming off his line probably to snuff 3 or 4 breakaways, where that if he's a little hesitant or not alert, we maybe get an opportunity or a goal or two more.
Assess Christian Tifford's 20 minutes of play.
Thought he played more than 20, but
well,
whatever he played. I don't know. When did he come on?
30 minutes?
Substitution, Christian Tifford. Yeah, you're right. 25, 26. No, it was good. I told Christian he was going to come in. I actually told him because I knew I was going to try and get Montero off the field because he had played so many minutes on Thursday. And I said, look, I'll put you out there. You start off in the middle, but when I take Montero off, I'll probably slide Rose inside and have you come to the right. And he said, that's fine. I can do that. And when I made that second change, I said, no, stay inside. I thought he was good. He was almost in on that one opportunity, off the 1-2 toe poke. You also saw him make some tackles in the back, so it shows his two-way capabilities. But when you look at him with the ball, I haven't seen the stats, but I don't know if he gave a ball away. He tried one through ball that he tried to chip through that might have been run down by the Galaxy instead of our team. But he's gonna help us. He's a guy who plays simple, who combines, is hard when he needs to be, and he's the kind of guy when you watch him, it looks like he's just easy running, and all of a sudden, boom, he makes a move, and that was like when he got in. It was like nice and simple. Then all of a sudden, he was in behind them on a quick sprint, and and they didn't know what to do with it. And luckily, Saunders came up with a save for them.
You're 6-0 now against the Galaxy this year. Is this a turning point in rivalry?
2-0, you mean? Yeah, or 6 goals, yeah. We talked about it, that they had been our boogie team for a while and had seemed to get the better of us over the last 2 years prior to this time. And that was something we talked about that we felt we could turn around. Obviously when we go down, last game of the season we play in LA, that's going to be a tough game for us. But it was important because it was a big game. It was national TV, huge crowd. I mean, that was great. What an atmosphere. And all those things made it an important game. So what was important is our reaction to an important game. And it's 6-point games when we're playing against the West. It keeps us ahead of where we want to go. I think it sends a message to the other teams as well that, that streak that everybody was talking about is behind us, and we're moving forward.
You started the game on the south side of the field, was that plan?
South, you mean defending-wise? Yeah, we always try and defend that side first, and then we try and go the way we went in the second half. We always want to play to the Brom end in the second half.
What does a game like this do in terms of your momentum? Does this make it easier, harder, and different going into Wednesday?
When you win, you get confidence, you feel good. Makes it easier to sleep, makes it easier to travel. You feel a lot better about doing a lot of things. So, this helps us going into the game. We have 24 hours less rest, obviously, than Kansas City does. We've played more games than they have when you look at the total amount of games over the season. But for us, that's not an issue. We're gonna step in. We're gonna see who's ready to go. We think we have a good team, and this just helps us as momentum going into the game on Wednesday.
Did the game in the middle of the week help the team's chemistry or confidence coming into the game?
Well, anytime, guys can play. Obviously, Andy Rose followed up, his goal and 2 assists there with a goal tonight. This was his first, I think his first goal, right, in MLS play. Caskey's first as well. And those guys deserve it. Those kids deserve it. They've played very well, and they've come on. So, having Ochoa score a goal on Thursday helps as well. Guys getting minutes on the field. Other guys getting able to rest, being able to take Ozzy off at halftime of that game, and rest him a little bit. All those were positive things for us tonight. And, so we'll continue to build.
Can you imagine Mauro, Eddie, Freddie all playing together? Do you think we had in mind?
You always have dreams of the ultimate happening. Sometimes there's some bumps along the way and it doesn't happen as quickly as you want. But as they play more and more together, their understanding. You see the understanding with Eddie now is much better. They're finding him on those runs, a lot quicker. His timing as to when to run is better coordinated with them. I thought the combination play today between Montero and Eddie was as good as it's been all season. I thought that was a big plus for us as well. Tiffert's just going to add to that because he's a good guy with the ball. So, I'm happy. We're healthy with few exceptions, and that gives us alternatives as well. And as I've always said, when we're healthy, there's guys we can bring in, and it doesn't change what we do on the field. We can keep and play at the same level.
Were you just as happy with the link up from the back line to the midfield as you were from the midfield to the front line?
There was times that was a little bit disjointed because the Galaxy likes to press, and they like to press high, and so there were times where I thought we gave the ball away a little too quickly. We talked about that at halftime as well, just to be a little more patient, be a little more confident that we could connect those passes. And I think we didn't start the first 3-4 minutes as well, but after that we settled into it, and I think that's what helped us get our goals as much as anything is finding that combination.
Can you talk about the game on Wednesday, the chance at history here?
Yeah, we can talk about that now. To win four in a row would be unbelievable. We're the first team in a long time to win 3 in a row. But nobody's ever won 4 in a row. There's guys who've been in 4 finals in a row, but they haven't won 4 in a row. So this is a huge thing for us as a franchise. I know the Open Cup is sometimes considered a secondary trophy, but you got to remember it's a big game. It's a game where it's a knockout competition. To think that we've gone You know, now our fourth season in knockout competition, we haven't lost a game. You know, when you can have a bad day, a guy can get a cold at the wrong time, you can run into a hot goalkeeper. There's all kinds of things that can happen, and we've been able to get through all those hurdles. You know, the game in San Jose this year was a good example of that, where it was just reach down and gut check, and the guys did it. So this is a great opportunity for us on Wednesday to do something very, very special. And anytime you can do that, you know, it's like I always say to the players, you can bring your grandkids back here and say, that's me up there. Those are our 4 Open Cup trophies that we won in a row, you know, and you can be proud of that. And your grandkids can say, did you play one day? You know, and they can ask you, but it gives you a great, it gives you something great. It bonds a group together as well. You know, they'll always have special memories of each other. You know, they're the teams that get together for reunions.
You guys were able to eliminate Donovan from the game. Was there any special schemes you worked on to try to get him away from the team or anything like that?
No, just trying to be aware of where he is. You know, and certain players like that, they know that, you know, who's ever nearest to him tries to put pressure on him to make him lay the ball off and find something else to do with the ball. So it's not like we man mark him or anything like that. We just make sure that we have an awareness with him, with Beckham, that we get to them as quickly as possible and not allow them the time and space to be able to make good decisions against us.
They asked me to do an ad, and I thought, cool. They want me because I play for the Seattle Sounders. Then I find out it's because my wife told them I'm a good dad. Even better. For me, being a good father is much more important than soccer. So here's my message. Be a good parent. Stay involved with your kid's life. Do something with them, anything. Take a walk, read a book, maybe go see a Sounders game. We can make it better for our kids by staying involved and showing that we love them.